Hi guys, happy Labor Day weekend. It's Sunday of the Labor Day weekend. I posted a picture of me and my dad yesterday, and this weekend always reminds me of him because, Labor Day weekend was a weekend we'd be in Daytona Beach. And my dad loved the ocean, he loved Daytona, and today my daughter and son-in-law and granddaughter went to the aquarium, and I'm just home by myself. It's raining again like it was last weekend on Sunday. But yeah, this weekend reminds me of my dad because we always were at Daytona on Memorial and Labor Day weekend. He loved being on the ocean. Couldn't really swim. Loved being on the on the East Coast, Daytona Beach. He liked to walk the water. He liked to have his coffee first thing in the morning on the beach, but he couldn't swim. But he still loved the feel of the water on his toes. And I don't know if it was because he was the young one, because when I showed you those pictures the other day and I mentioned my grandfather was born in 1896, you're probably like, oh my gosh. But my dad's the baby of 10 children, 9 live births, but 10 children. So, yeah, his parents could have been his grandparents. So my grandparents could have been my great-grandparents. But he couldn't swim, and I don't know if it's because, his parents were already older when they had him, because a lot of his siblings could swim. But he still loved the water. And then, on my mom's side, we come from the islands, the fingers of Portugal, right on the water. And then the part of Ireland that my dad's side we come from is right on the water in Wexford. So I think we were just meant to be on the water. And I'm probably going to just kind of ramble. I'm just going live. I'm not really sure what to say, but what my goal is to try to make a living out of being a digital creator with TikTok and YouTube. I have a channel called Daydreaming with Debbie. Sorry, I'm moving around here on my YouTube. And so if you go over to Daydreaming with Debbie, just like, follow, and subscribe, or subscribe. I'm getting confused. And then with this, if you wouldn't mind following me and liking my stuff. I'm 61. I have 5 grandbabies. I've lived in this house for almost 30 years. And I'm having financial difficulties right now. I'm in a bankruptcy because of a foreclosure. And I'm behind on bankruptcy because I've had some setbacks physically. And so this might be, my way of working for the rest of my life is by doing it this way. So I got to be successful, and I need you guys to help me to be successful, and I greatly appreciate it. So my goal is to get to 5,000 first, so that and there's so many things that come across when you're going live, and I need to Google that and figure out what all that stuff means. I could be missing out on something. But my goal first is to get to 5,000 so that I can become a digital creator or TikTok creator. TikTok, where I could sell products on TikTok. I forget what it's called. I might not be saying it right. So I'm trying to read all this stuff too because I don't know what it means. So today it's raining, and I have had a lot more followers, and I do appreciate each and every one of you. But if you wouldn't mind following me, it helps me get to my goal of where I'm trying to get. One of my granddaughters lives with me. I have 2 granddaughters and 3 grandsons. And one of my granddaughters lives with me. And she's got her own room here. Like I said, I've had this house for a long time. I raised my kids in this house. And she always talks about her room and how she loves her room. And thinking about being kicked out of my house and feeling responsible for her. I mean, her parents help, but things are expensive. Everybody knows that. We're all struggling. And I don't, if I try to put this house up and try to get another one, oh my gosh. I mean, I got to try to do what I can to stay where I'm at. It's not a good financial climate to lose a house or to try to start over again. And I'm 61 years old. I don't try to play the old lady card. I don't try to play the senior card. I actually try to live like I'm still in my 20s or 30s because I don't want to grow old. I always tell people I'm Peter Pan. I refuse to grow old. But the bottom line is I am 61. But I enjoy doing this. I'm having fun doing it. I like making the videos and, you know, even doing the lip syncing and all that. But like I said, if you notice the one where I made about the grandparents, my grandfather being born on a farm in New York, they came down to Florida in the 1900s as my grandmother's side. And then they ended up coming down here in 1930 to settle for the last time. The first time they came down, I think, was in somewhere in the 1930s too, but they didn't come here. They went to West Palm Beach and a hurricane scared them back up to New York. So then they came down the next time and they put in roots, and my name used to be a pretty well-known name in this area when we were a smaller area. Now I barely talk, as long as I've lived here, I barely talk to all my neighbors. It's just not like it was when I was growing up. When I was growing up, we knew everybody for blocks and blocks and blocks in the same neighborhood. I still have a lot of those same friends. And my granddaughter now goes to one of my granddaughters goes to my elementary school that I went to, and that's really weird. And I went into the school because we had the most beautiful wooden floors in that school, but they couldn't afford to maintain them. I think the school was built in the early 1900s, and they couldn't afford to keep the wooden floors up. They were beautiful, so now they got those fake ones. But you know, it is what it is. So I have 3 dogs. 2 actually belong to me, and 1 belongs to my daughter. You've seen the Blenheim color Cavalier, that's mine, and the little black Chihuahua. And then the tricolor Cavalier is my daughter's, but we all live together. And this family has, you know, so many memories. This house has so many memories for me. I mean, my youngest daughter, who now lives here with her baby, they moved in. I mean, when we moved in, she was 4. And I had already taught her to swim because her older sister, who was 12, had fell in when she was almost 2, and she kept going around telling everybody she drowned. So, of course, after that scare, she didn't want to get near the water, so I had to put her in swimming lessons. And her first day of swimming lessons, I was still pretty young, too, because she was a little girl. I hadn't had my second daughter yet. She threw up all over the swim teacher. And I was so embarrassed because he was so cute. And I was so embarrassed, but she was so scared to go swimming after her drowning accident that she thought she had. But she was snatched up right away. There was no harm. The only thing was she was scared. So I put her in swimming lessons. So, of course, when the second one came along, I put her in swimming lessons so that we didn't have that same incident. So when we moved in here, she knew how to swim. And she started school from here. Her first day of kindergarten and all that. That was before they were really pushing pre-K. And now my granddaughter started pre-K from this house and kindergarten from this house. And all my grandkids know this house. My oldest grandson is 13. He'll be going to high school next year. I just want this to be their home that they're used to going to. And so, you know, the things that I'm asking for, like if you go to Daydreaming with Debbie, you can subscribe. And you can watch my videos and like and comment on them, and that'll help me grow my YouTube channel. Then if you follow me here and share my videos and stuff like that, you can help me grow here. And all that can help me with finances. Help me grow that way. And, you know, and the thing is too, and I think I've mentioned this before, please be careful. When you're struggling, there's a lot of people. You will get more help from strangers, I will be honest. You will get more help from strangers or people that you didn't think you were that close to. More so than people that are super close to you. There's exceptions, but also be careful because people don't care what kind of situation you're in. Like, even if you are struggling and people act like they want to help you that you don't know, please be careful because they will steal from you and take from you. And they will steal and take from you in a heartbeat. They don't care that you're struggling. They really don't care. So whether you're watching this on TikTok or YouTube, I know right now I'm live on TikTok. And, like I said, I actually got the day alone for a little while. The rain is easing up. Just had me some coffee and some hard-boiled eggs. And I'll go on here a little bit later and I'll make some lip syncing videos because I enjoy doing them. I don't know if you like watching them. You said your mom is so sweet. Who is my mom? I haven't had my mom on here. but thank you if you're calling me sweet. But my mom is sweet. I just had a conversation with her yesterday. She's 82. You know, my dad passed away 2 years and 2 months ago. And she was having a moment yesterday where she was upset and crying. And I told her it was okay to cry. You know, I know she misses my daddy. And she lost her mom a couple days before she turned 13. She lost her twin sister at 26. And then she lost her little brother about 10 years ago, her younger brother, 10 years ago. So losing my dad was just like the end all, you know, she's 82. But I told her it was okay to cry, and she, you know, when they get older, they start feeling like a burden, and they start feeling useless and all that kind of stuff. And you know, I let her know she's not useless, and she's not a burden. But people when they get older, they feel like that. So I don't know, I'm touching things, I'm trying to figure out things to do here. So she cheered up, you know, she started laughing. Hi. Hey. I don't know some of these people that are on here, and I just don't, you know, I'm not comfortable yet. Not that I'm not trying to be unfriendly, not inviting people, but I don't really know how to use this to the full extent. So I don't want to, you know, I'm not trying to be rude, and I appreciate you watching me. But yeah, if you could share my videos and follow me and help me reach my goal. My first goal would be 1,000, but you know, I'm not one of those people who say, "Oh, I'm going for 1,000. I'm going for 5,000. I'm actually going for more than 5,000." But right now, what I've got in my head is seeing the 5,000. I see people who got like 400 and something thousand followers. I know they've probably been doing it for a while. Can't take nothing away from that. But oh my gosh, you know, it can be done. I know it can be done, and it's a mindset. And I'm trying to think of things to talk to you about. If this falls on my YouTube, it will follow my YouTube. You know, like I said, I can answer Medicare questions and stuff like that. So I did that for a long time. So feel free to put any questions that you may have. And I see somebody I know is watching me. I won't invite him to be a guest because he won't go on anyway. I know that. So I just hope you guys have a wonderful Labor Day. And like I said, this always reminds me of my dad. Because, I just hope you guys have a wonderful Labor Day. And like I said, this always reminds me of my dad. Because we would be at Daytona right now. I had a good father. I have a good father. He just resides in heaven now instead of here. So, like I said, if you can follow me and my stuff and share my stuff, I greatly go on. I forgot what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. Oh my gosh. So yeah, just follow me, and if you watch my videos and share them and all that, I greatly appreciate it. And the rain's easing up here. I like the sound of it, but everybody from the household except for me is out in it, so I don't want anybody to get hurt or anything, but I love the sound of rain. So have a great Labor Day weekend. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of today, and then you got tomorrow. And please share my video and go on Daydreaming with Debbie on YouTube. And I'm gonna share this there too. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope you have a safe weekend. And I pray that everybody stays safe and happy. Bye.